Welcome back to the Battle Belongs podcast.
Yes.
Here with
Yes.
Yay!
Hey guys.
Hello.
guys. I haven't introed you yet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh, you're
We
so
apologize.
It's me,
Colton will edit out later.
Colton, obviously,
We're in
but
the corner
also
here if you can't see us.
yeah. But we also have 10 other people in this episode with us because where are we right now, Thomas?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, California,
Yeah.
for a mission trip that our college group took along with BCM from Coastal Carolina. So this episode is going to be kind of all over the place. Hectic and chaotic. I want to kick off with a story, though, that started this journey to Los Angeles. Specifically, though, from Nashville to Las Vegas.
Let me preface this. We were delayed so many times and we didn't even think that we were going to make it to LA.
True
I
story.
didn't think we were going to make it out of Myrtle.
Yeah.
Well, honestly that too. So it was a stressful but a fun time getting there until I was harassed. I was harassed and threatened by the one to my left. Sarah, raise your hand.
Raise it. Raise it high.
So we are on the plane. We're getting on the plane from Nashville to. You're gonna make it.
He just stopped. Ew.
I just
Getting on
love
the plane from Nashville to Vegas, and the gentleman that I am, I helped Sarah with her bag. She was bringing a bag down in the
She
plane.
kindly asked him to put it in the overhead, which he did.
So I did.
And then Sarah proceeded to
Are you going to tell the story or am I going to tell the story?
run to the back of the plane.
PJ, let the man speak.
She goes about 10 rows behind me. So we get into Las Vegas, and I get my bag down. I get PJ's bag down. And then I get Sarah's bag down, and I put it in the chair closest to the aisle, thinking Sarah's surely going to see the bright purple suitcase as she walks down the aisle because I couldn't handle carrying all my stuff plus 2 suitcases. Well, we get off the plane, and I hear...
No.
No.
No, we see Sarah walk off the plane without anything. To which we ask, Sarah, where is your bag? And Sarah, what did you say?
Oh, we all do.
She said, where is my bag?
That's Colton do it.
She says, Colton, where is my bag? I said, I don't know, Sarah, where is it? She said, you were in charge of it. Can I not trust you with my bag? You were supposed to bring it down to me.
And then we tried to go back on the plane, and they would not let us because I guess that's a hazard or something.
Yeah,
Colton was
once you get
bonded
off the
by
plane, you
TSA.
can't get back on the plane.
Is it-
Luckily, they brought the suitcase to us.
Yes.
And they looked
All-
at Sarah and said, I assume this is for you. She said, mm-hmm, and then did this.
Sarah, do you recall how the story went? Kind of?
What feedback
It's
would you
all a
like
blur.
to add?
It was all blur.
She's touching! She's touching! My bag!
Oh man,
My bag!
that was a beautiful story.
Hey, I do want to
Turn this
remind
into the-
remind everybody while we're doing this that we actually do lose an hour of sleep tonight as well.
Yeah, Sarah, you're losing an hour.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, we gotta be up at
Stadium
6.
And we gotta be up at 6.
And the men in the room are going to be faithful men of God and
Oh,
get up
seriously?
and set up the church that we are partnering with. Why? So we're here on a mission trip, but
Sarah's still here.
I know.
Sarah was
She-
here.
she's
She's committed. So
committed.
much. She's going.
Sarah, you're committed, right? Exactly.
Exactly.
Hux, right next to me, who spent his summer out here for 6 weeks. Tell me what, okay, we're here with the Abiding Church. What is the Abiding?
Well,
Well,
it's a church plant out here in LA under Pastor Trenton. He moved here, what did he say, 2-3 years ago?
mhm.
Started a church plant down in the middle of East LA, like El Sereno area. And he's been growing there, having to set up, tear down a little studio. Just seeing God move. He's trying the best he can.
He didn't want to move here, though, right?
Nah. He actually went to the Griffith Observatory on a trip with another pastor, and he fell in love with the city there. And he decided just to drop music, drop everything he's doing. He moved out here,
Wow.
started a church plant, and now we're here, doing what we're doing.
Doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
Anybody first day thoughts. So KT, you can't speak to this
Ooh,
because
you weren't here.
You decided to go on a cruise for selfish reasons.
And you outside an
That's all.
airport for 6
On
hours.
mission trip.
anybody want to give some first day thoughts recapping yesterday after we arrived?
California is beautiful.
Very much so.
Colin Furlow just said that.
I did. The scenery is beautiful, but there's trash everywhere,
then
and there's
there's
interesting. Well, yeah. Thanks to Gavin Newsom. People are interesting. Scenery's pretty.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live here.
Okay.
We
Fair.
headed to the church and we did prayer and worship with everybody, and that was like so sweet. Just a great way to start the trip. Just getting yourself and your heart in the right posture, and just getting to hear the history of the church and
Put the dogs away.
Get our way.
the stuff that their church is doing, and just some of the people in it. It was really cool to really start the trip. So I love that.
Yeah.
I really liked how, God forbid,
Oh my gosh, Grace is talking to me.
I really liked
Oh,
how
okay. I'm good.
that when we did the worship, we were able to go pray over the city and over the lost people here and just over the mission that we have here and our heart posture for this. But I also like the fact that they didn't necessarily wait on us. It wasn't a normal invitation that was made. It was more or less of a, you do what you need to do with God, you pray over your own heart posture, and then you pray over LA. So whether you're here for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, you need to think about the right reasons. You need to get into the heart posture of LA, of serving, because that's why we're here.
I feel like when you talk, like somebody turns the thing up where you start talking faster and faster as you.
Yes,
You know me, man.
Yeah.
Louder, louder.
Yeah.
Raisin Canes.
Oh,
Beautifully
Raising
made.
Cane's.
Raising Good time.
forget the worship. Raising Cane's.
Amen.
It is the greatest fast food
What did
restaurant.
everybody get from Raising
guys,
Cane's?
by the way, today's PJ's birthday.
Yeah.
Birthday pod. All right. Hey, listen, we've sung 5 times. Back home, it's not my birthday anymore.
We're in LA.
Guys,
Happy
you're ruining my
birthday, dear PJ.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Speech.
Everyone say one nice thing about him so he'll get happy.
You are sexy.
I like how you made that.
You're the best little mascot I've ever had.
I lost.
That's the funnest little we've ever been in.
No, I don't want to cry on the pod.
Can you tell the
Dude.
He's gonna cry.
Should he open it now?
Sure, I'll go, dude. What's in here?
Something to
Find out.
Show the camera.
It's a hot dog.
With eyes on it.
Next race.
perfect? Read it out loud.
Can I be frank? I really hope your birthday's a wiener. TJ, you are the GOAT. KT, don't even.
I didn't start anything.
Thank you for your wisdom and guidance. Your sermons have me ready to run through a wall for Jesus. You are so gifted for our generation, Thomas.
Thomas, help me
P.S.
sing.
Box combo on me. What a guy.
What a guy! Yeah.
Hey, what a guy!
What a guy.
What a
Guy
guy!
right there.
Did you get this from CBS?
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes ago.
I'm putting this in my office.
Let's go.
Let's get
Very thoughtful, kind-hearted
PJ,
people.
I have a question for you. What was the least best part of your day today?
I could go on.
Well,
Oh, he was ready for them.
so we went to the Grand Central Market for dinner, and I'm driving a 15-passenger van. And you would think after the first time I drove a 15-passenger van into a Atlanta parking garage, I would have learned my lesson.
After you scraped it.
Scraped the top, and nobody ever called me about that. So praise God.
If you're watching.
Hopefully, Enterprise doesn't have anything to say. But we actually had a smaller bus this year, so I was able to get in there. But, and you know what? Stop. You know, the crazy thing is, it says, what was it, 8'2"?
8'2"
Yeah.
at the
Yeah,
beginning.
and so then you're like, oh, I'm good. And then you're at like level 4, and it decides to say, oh, 6'8", and it drops what is that? 16 inches.
Something like that.
So I'm already kind of like getting flustered at this point. I hate parking garages. I hate driving
that far away.
And then the security guard's coming out. Hey, how you guys doing? Just walks by, and then there's a car behind me. There's a car coming. I'm like, hey, don't know what to do. And so then he comes. He's like, you're blocking traffic. I'm like, I noticed. I need your help. After a few things, able to back up, find us by the grace of God. Somebody was pulling out, found a spot, and we parked. These people did not make it easier in the moment. It seems like there's
anyone in particular.
We tried our best.
We tried our best.
We were oohing and ahhing in the
But apart from that, the day was beautiful. It was such a joy to get to serve the Lord. And serve the family that we get to serve. So today specifically, I love that we started, like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I love how Trenton sets up his mission trips the way he does. He strategically utilizes each concept of the Christian life on a particular day. And so we started with a concept that is often forgotten in the Christian life, which is prayer. So it was so cool to kind of have that posture of, hey, we're going to spend time on our knees or arms spread wide, or just in a meditation mindset where just like, remove myself, Lord, allow me to serve you. And we focused in, it was a Psalm 103. Does anybody remember? Yes. Chipper, his worship leader from Nashville, beautiful voice, led us in congregational worship where we were able to just sing and spend time with the Lord and with each other. Really, I think, geared us up for today, which was then working at a house specifically that was lived in for almost 50 years by the couple, burned down from the LA fires. And we got to spend some time searching through and sifting through what was left and try to find some things that still could be used. So anybody want to give some your own thoughts recapping today? I don't want to recap. I just want you to give me your, like, where's your mind at when it comes to this?
As we were like going to the place, just seeing like the places just being burned down to the ground.
Louder.
Okay, gotcha. Well, as we were going to the place, and just seeing, houses being burned down to the ground, it was just sobering just to see it in person, because like you like see it online and stuff, but then like when you see it in person, it's like, wow, this is an actual person's family, it's an actual person's house. Like, I mean, we were going through the rubble, and I'm like, this is probably something I would have in my house, and it was humbling is the word. Humbling, definitely.
Yeah. Hope, I want to hear from you.
I think today was kind of the same as he was saying, like, just a surprise of, like, you would just find things where it was, like, their life just stopped. Like, the dishwasher, you open the dishwasher door, there's cups in there, like, it was just crazy to see.
Yeah. Ash, deep dive here.
Oh man.
I want to ask a question, kind of like the concept, because we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Like, how do we explain the gospel or the good news just to a couple that maybe isn't believers, and yet they ask, why do bad things happen in a world?
It's kind of crazy. We found one page of a book, and it had the question in it of why does evil happen in the world when there's God? And I was telling PJ, like, it was just hard to sit and think about, because it's easier to talk to people about the sins and like why that causes evil in the world. But when it's a natural disaster, how do you picture, like, put that into perspective? And so we started talking about creation and the way that God designed it. And I think just going back to the beginning of who God's been all along, and in the midst of trials, who he continues to be.
Yeah.
And just his design for all of us. And it's so hard in a place like LA where there's so many different things being poured in, so many different backgrounds. It's a beautiful picture, because it's also like, that's what heaven's going to be like. It's just everyone across the world gathered. But these people don't know Jesus. And so that's like, wait, they're like missing it, but it's going to be so beautiful.
And I'll tell you what, like, because even KT asked, is like, should I like share the gospel with them? And obviously, like, I don't want to flat out be like, no. Like, but I think it's understanding or reading the people that you come in contact with, because in this situation, for me, like just in conversation with the couple and the children, or I say children, like their kids are like 40s. So,
Whoa, they were
yeah.
like in their 20s.
No, he was 43.
43.
Brian, was it Brian we were talking to?
The guy that was helping?
David, yeah, David. Brian was the older son. But just in conversation with him, like the gratitude that they had, and in those conversations, being able to kind of like share, like, hey, we don't just do this because we want you to think we're good people. Like, we do this because Jesus exemplified it in his life. And so he came to serve. Why would we not? And just having those moments and then getting to pray with them, not knowing their background, but we did get to talk to Trenton beforehand where he shared that they were not believers. But in situations like this, I think it's so vital for us as believers to read the situation and the circumstance at hand. So like some people, we just go straight for the jugular. Like, man, do you have a faith? You don't? Can I share the gospel with you? Versus like something like this where a family has just lost everything that they literally like woke up to. Like everything that was normal is now gone. And so getting to step in and have that relational evangelism, because now, one, they allowed us to pray with them. Two, we got his number, in which I told him, I was like, please know that we will be praying for you. We got their names specifically so we could be praying for him. But also I said, please reach out anytime. And he was like, I definitely will. Like there are questions that arise, and I think that's relational evangelism there. I think every method matters, and not every method works the same for every person either. So does anybody do you guys have thoughts on that, or are you like agree, disagree? I'm open to it.
I completely agree. I think that even something as small as just loving on people, Christians get a bad rap sometimes, especially in this area. I'm sure we've all heard the phrase, "There's no hate like Christian love." And
true. Not true. I've heard it. I've heard it.
LA's got him.
But just going up there, just showing up, and we're not preaching at them. We're not telling them they're wrong. We're just helping them. We're loving on them. We're offering to pray for them, but we're not badgering them. A lot of people, when they think of Christians, especially people who are in the faith and haven't really been around it, they think Christianity is like, we're badgering, we're hateful, we're just trying to get them to join the church, like we're knocking on their doors, But just something as small as loving on people can go such a long way and can lead people to Christ.
Yeah. Caleb.
Yes.
I personally, in knowing you, I think you have a gift and a love to serve. And so, what are your thoughts from today, from just, kind of seeing it from our perspective?
I don't know. Still trying to take it all in. It's definitely very humbling seeing a house like it was and not just being a one house kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, past hundreds of houses that have burned down. And, I mean, I love serving. What we did today is probably what I came here the most for. I was really looking forward to getting my hands dirty for someone else.
Yeah.
And being there and doing it and thinking about how we're being a blessing is really just a blessing to me.
Yeah.
So.
Facts.
Dude, well spoken. That was incredible.
They were so joyful. They were even though they had just gone through, the daughter, especially, we were laughing together. She was just.
Sarah and her shared a love for cats.
Yeah.
Right? Did she have a cat?
No, she's allergic. She had... Yeah, I basically love them.
Well,
Sarah, didn't you get her phone number?
Yeah.
You were sharing your pictures with her. I just thought there was a connection.
She likes cats, but she's allergic to them and she can't have one.
so sad.
And she's been to Kentucky, which is where you're from. What does she do? She's a nurse?
I don't know. We didn't get into that. Oh, she.
Just a cat.
Marketing.
Marketing? Really? I swear she was in nursing.
She was at Children's Research Because she
At the
for
hospital.
children's research at the hospital is what she told me.
Boom, Hope.
But she maybe told us
So
different
we
things.
didn't do anything.
She's living a double.
She's
It's
lying.
okay, Hope. It's okay.
Okay.
But to add on to what Maddie said, when Eden found some type of like jewel necklace, sapphire,
The heart, the little heart. That was from when she was a baby.
She was like jumping up and down for that, and I'm like, in the midst of losing everything, like you said, everything she's ever known, everything she's ever cared about, like the dolls she's collected, the gemstones she's collected, like, everything she's collected is gone. But she was so happy for that one tiny piece of like just memories,
Yeah.
and just to see her so excited was just so like, wow, what do I take for granted when I go home?
I think it just puts everything into perspective, like seeing that and seeing like those moments where they'd find something that like they could hold on to, just puts everything in perspective about like how futile life is and how it really is a vapor, and like living a life, you know, that truly counts for, you know, the right things. It's not about material things, but you know, it's about the family, you know, their family. They were, you know, all there together and, you know, going through this together. So I think really just today just puts everything in perspective.
Yeah, I think, and David even said that. He said, man, at the end of the day, because I told him, I was like, where's your heart at right now? Like, how are you feeling? And he said, you know, at the end of the day, he's like, the first day I came up here, I cried. Like, this is his childhood home. He lives with his parents, and so the hardest thing for them was bouncing around, like figuring out, like, where are we going to live? But at the end of the day, he said, my family is safe. We're all together. And he's like, all this stuff that you guys are finding, like, we're so grateful for. He's like, but at the end of the day, too, I understand that, like, material things are so, like, that they're here and gone. Yeah. And so, like, there's, like, a biblical mind, like, our minds as Christians, we're like, wheels are turning. We're like, this guy gets it. And so painting that picture of the gospel in those things, it even reminds me of, I was reading 1 Peter yesterday, and it says at the end, it's a quote from Isaiah, all flesh is like grass, and all its glory like the flowers of grass. The grass withers and the flower falls, but the word of the Lord remains forever. Forever. And this word is the good news, and that was preached to you. And so I think it's so vital for us, and I think Colton, I was talking to you and Ash earlier about this. For me, I want my heart posture to be that if I woke up tomorrow and I lost everything, like absolutely everything that I had, I still want to be able to like recognize that my joy comes from the Lord. And I think it takes things like this to kind of create that mindset in a person. Yeah. So
Also, like, I think we kind of talked about it, but like just seeing the house is like a reminder that the things of this world aren't permanent. Like, all will be destroyed, and that's true in our own lives. Like, we're gonna die one day. And I was reading James 4, verse 14, where it says, "Your life is like a vapor, here in one instant, gone in the next." And I think it's just like you need to be able to look at your own life, and like if you picture your own life as that house, like one day my life will be like this, to where like it's gone, I won't be here. But kind of like how Bryce said with the lady finding that one little thing, like that one little heart necklace made her jump so much. And like in our lives, all the darkness around us, God is that light. And like darkness is just the absence of light. So light will be seen in all matter of darkness. So I think being able to understand that, finding it in your own life, the lightness that brings you joy, and us being called to be the light in the world of darkness for others to see. Like obviously, we didn't blatantly share the gospel with these people, but us being out there, having a smile on our face, digging around, digging in the ash, like they felt the light, they saw the light, and that in turn brought joy to their heart.
Let this man cook.
That was good.
No, hey, before you get going, no.
Carson, I just want to say,
That was amazing. We also had
I
In-N-Out Burger today.
do have a text from him. I think I sent it to y'all earlier, but I'm going to read it for the pod. Right here. This is from David. David Dew. David Dew is the last name. Thank you for everything. It was great meeting and talking with you all. Your love and help means everything to my family, whether it be the physical labor and help sifting through ash and dirt, or the food you offer to us, but more importantly, the love, compassion, joy, support, and hugs you all gave is what keeps us positive and strong. The love you give to us passes on to others and so forth. Have a great day. Thank you again. It was a pleasure talking and meeting with all of you beautiful people. Hope you get to enjoy your time here.
Precious.
And so it just goes to show, like,
Who's cutting onions?
you never know what kind of eternal impact you have simply by doing a small gesture. And like what we did today was not small by any means, but think about like the little things in life. And I think Thomas, you exemplify this gift so well. Like, I mean, even tonight we were at dinner, this dude gone, like walked like 4 blocks or something. But you met a lady, homeless.
Moving around at the moment. She's living with a friend at the moment.
What brought about the conversation?
I was kind of walking down, just observing the architecture of LA. I was curious about it, so I figured I'd walk down. And then I walked by, she said, "Do you have any change?" I said, "Yes." Paid her 5, and then I sat down and started talking to her.
Where did the conversation take you?
I was kind of just asking questions on like, what some places you like in LA, and she mentioned the aquarium that I brought up in the car.
Yeah.
And then she's talking about the pollution of Santa Monica Beach near the pier.
Yeah.
How it's shut down now, like people can't swim in it because of pollution. I told her a little bit about Myrtle Beach. I told her about basically our mission here. She was curious about it. She said, "Oh, that's awesome."
Yeah. I think too, like conversations like that, you have no idea like what that other person, like you may have been the first person she talked to today, or somebody that like recognized her, just saw her as a person. And I think that's something I think we take for granted so many small things. So I always take away something from each. I mean, this is only my second mission trip, but last year was kind of like that Isaiah 6:8, where it's like, "Here I am, like I'm a man of unclean lips, but here I am, Lord, send me." This year it's kind of like, don't take for granted the small things that we have, and the impact that you can make. So.
Speaking of conversations that we had with people, we were the most white people one guy's ever seen at one time at CVS, named Matt.
Well, we are in a very dominant. Is it Asian culture?
Yes.
Asian and Hispanic.
Yeah, where we're at.
He said, "Is there a Chris Stapleton concert happening?"
Yeah, well, he caught me off guard because I was checking out CVS and he was like, "Is Chris Stapleton playing here?" I was like, "Not that I'm aware of." And I was like, "Why do you ask?" And he was like, "This is the most white people I've seen in CVS." I was like, "Oh." He was like, "Oh, by the way, I love your accent."
I said, "Wait till you hear Sarah's."
Real quick, scale of 1 to 10 from everybody on In-N-Out. First timers only.
No.
Thomas.
10, 5 big boom.
You're giving it a 10 out of 10?
I told him, dude, it's the best burger I've ever had, unironically.
All right, so now you got to fly Jenna somewhere that has an In-N-Out.
I'll convince
That'd
you.
be a pretty epic date night.
KT.
Fly to
Slides in and out.
Oh,
Solid 7.
okay. That's. That was like, okay. Bryce.
I'll give it a 7.5 just because it was a lot. I think if I got like a single, it would have been a lot.
No, I think probably wasn't the burger. It's probably everything on it.
That's also true.
Yeah,
That's a
if
good
you
point.
eliminate the topping, like just get animal style with the 2 burgers. That's what I did. Ashley?
Give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get animal fries or regular fries?
Animal fries. I honestly think I would have liked fries better, not animal style, but I like the animal sauce.
Fries are mid.
Fries were kind of mid. I'll be
Don't
honest.
even.
Fries
Let's
were
not do
Better
this
than
right
Cane's
now.
fries.
Oh!
No way.
This man.
No way.
Everybody's entitled to their wrong opinion. Hope.
Democrat.
I'm gonna go 8.
8 out of 10. Okay, Maddie?
I live in Texas.
Okay, what
I
is
was
your...
not
Okay,
that.
fine. What is your rating?
I don't know, like 9.
What?
Let's go,
What
Matt.
did you say about Texas?
She lives in...
I said I lived in Texas.
They have In-N-Out.
Oh.
Yes, they do, Colton.
And In-N-Out is a lot better than Whataburger.
What do you rate In-N-Out?
Whataburger's not
I live in
Texas.
Texas. What?
Wait, we're not in Texas.
I
Eden.
give it a 7 because it was traveled to us, and I think if we would ate it there, not that it wasn't great,
Yeah,
It
not
was
that it
better
wasn't
the
paid
first
for
time.
and like...
and if I would have had my milkshake too with it, just
Wow.
experience.
She's been talking about this since last
So
night.
7 out of 10.
Okay, Caleb?
I have 2 answers.
Oh, I thought you said 2 out of 10. All right, 2 answers. Go ahead.
7 with animal style, 8 without it.
Really?
Wow.
I think
So you-
animal style
is overrated.
Yeah.
Woo!
He said.
That's a hot
Man, I
take.
hope these California people do not find you. Sarah,
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. What do you like, the fries or burger better?
Fries.
Fries.
Ooh,
Okay. Okay.
Sarah likes her fries with ants.
I was like, don't eat that.
Were you gonna eat it with the?
I didn't say
She didn't know it. I see her taking a bite, and I'm like, sweetie, do
Like-
you
They were on
ants
the other
from-"
side.
They were in the fries or on the side of the thing. So
And then she looks at me and she says, "Not one word."
These two have been like siblings this entire trip, and it has been one of my favorite things.
Sarah, how do you feel about Colton on this trip?
Use words. Use words. Translate it with words.
So we've learned that Sarah has catitude.
Meow.
She doesn't listen to white noise.
Colton,
She
tell him
doesn't
about
listen
the
to
purr.
brown
Wait,
noise.
wait.
Colton, tell him about the purr.
Okay,
Tell him about the purr.
So we are in Myrtle Beach and we're delayed. So me, Eden, and her go to a table. Eden and I were working, and Sarah was reading a book. And there was a TV playing ABC News, and I was like, "Can we find someone to turn this thing down?" So I found someone to turn it down, basically muted it. It was finally nice and peaceful and quiet, and we're just sitting there. And all of a sudden, I hear this noise that sounded like a loud vibration. And I'm looking around, and I said, "What is that vibrating?" And I have my laptop here, and I just like peek over my laptop, and I hear purring. And I look on the phone, and it's a black cat purring. And Sarah's reading her book, and she goes, "Yes?" I said, "Why do you have purring on?" She says, "It helps me focus and relaxes me."
It also helps her sleep. I am sharing that with lovely Sarah. I love Sarah. I get in the bed last night, and I'm like, is this thing outside? And then I look at the phone, and it's purring. I'm like, you know what? Whatever, you just sleep. I don't care. I'll go with it. I wake up
Can
at
you do
6.
a purr for the podcast? I want to hear
Sarah, please
I
do a
would-
purr for the podcast.
I would.
No.
I would.
I don't know.
Sarah,
But I
please.
wake up at like 6:30 this morning.
vibrate your tongue.
No, but Sarah, Sarah, how many cats at home do you have though? 3. And what are their names?
Names or nicknames?
Oh,
I want the name and then one nickname for each one.
Okay, Bootsy,
Okay.
Boo Boo, Mittens, Mitty, Tuffy, Hippopotamus.
And how much does that one weigh? How much does that one weigh?
does that one weigh?
You said.
Last time I
Wait.
weighed-
Tuffy is called hippopotamus.
Yes.
The other ones made sense, but I need to know like
Because you're about to find out.
How many pounds does he weigh?
He's a big boy.
Last time I weighed him, 21.
21
But
21
he
That
has
is a-
gained some weight since we've been on the trip.
On a house cat.
We've been gone 2 days.
Straight no lie.
So then we get back from serving today, and I went up and I got a shower, and I came down, and I hear someone talking to cats, and I look, and Sarah's on FaceTime with her cats.
She misses them.
It was the most sweet thing. She said, "Are you helping your dad study?" Her dad's a preacher, and he has church tomorrow, and the cats were helping him study.
One.
Oh, just one.
Which one?
His cat.
Which is his?
Mittens.
Oh, okay.
Which one's
I had a
yours?
cat name. I have a cat named Mitten.
Wait, Sarah.
Wait.
Can we, I need you to tell another story. I need you to tell how your dad got to Myrtle Beach again.
No.
Sarah, come on, Sarah.
No.
Wait, like move there?
No, like how he came back
Would you like
here
for me to call
for the
you?
flight.
You don't know
Did
this
you
story.
notice
On
that her
Thursday.
dad dropped her off? After he was
Because
in Kentucky?
And they live in Kentucky.
Sarah locked the dad's car keys in the back of the truck.
In the trunk. The trunk of the car.
So he had to drive
From Kentucky.
10
to Myrtle
hours
Beach
from Kentucky.
10.
10
10
hours.
hours to get the keys.
10 hours. Sorry.
KT, I just want you to know I saw Colton look over you, and I don't.
I have first class manual.
And then that clown next to you.
So they got a locksmith. Didn't you say they like opened it up and they couldn't get the trunk open? So dad had to come all the way to Kentucky.
Wait a second. Can't you just?
The buttons weren't working inside.
Alarm shut it down.
Yeah.
You can get inside the
I
car,
would
just
have
not
broke
the
that
trunk.
window.
He couldn't have moved.
It still wouldn't have worked.
He had to come down anyway because
Sorry.
his wife, her mom was going home,
Okay.
and they're riding together. So it all worked out.
Too many
Let's
stories.
just say PJ didn't remember sleeping in the bed last night.
Yeah, let's hear
I
that story.
fell asleep in here and I woke up there.
You need to stop with those jinx
Wow,
talks.
no.
I picked you up.
And I just want to
The
say,
Holy Spirit.
PJ said I screamed last night, and that did not
okay,
happen.
first of all,
No, it was Casey.
I
Who
never
was
did.
gaslighting us?
No, I didn't say it was.
Oh, it was Bryce. That's
He
true.
I didn't say. I did not say one word last night. I was asleep.
Brother,
would you
that's
know?
the whole
He's
point. You're
screaming.
asleep. You don't
Brother,
know.
brother. I was not screaming in my sleep.
Bro,
He said,
that-
"Oh,
He
really?
probably
Is
even
that
has a
your
dream
problem with
routine.
someone?"
A dream routine.
This dude's like, I only dream about Pookie and Jesus.
And Jesus.
And both.
And mom.
And
Real quick,
Molly.
does anybody else here think it's appropriate to use nicknames like Pookie around other people?
Yeah.
Only around you, PJ.
Only
Because you are
for
my
you
Pookie, PJ.
and Raina and Garrett, and Jordan. 'Cause
My wife
we
has
are-
never once called me.
we are Pookies.
She says,
Can I-
bro.
Can I shout out? Can I shout out my Pookie?
Sure.
Hi, Nugget.
What?
That's his
Nugget.
nickname.
Nugget?
Nugget.
Nuggets.
Because he's like a little nugget.
Okay.
I feel like you can
Alright.
watch this and then be embarrassed.
Oh, I'm so
I feel like you haven't
embarrassed
said
already.
much
I
at
don't
all.
No, I like this.
All right, fine.
Next.
Like, what's a good question here?
I don't know. We'll do another episode, but we'll just have a free for all.
Well, like,
But
they
Bryce
leave
is limited.
Monday, so we gotta do it
I
tomorrow
am not
night.
limited.
Yeah.
I am free.
Tomorrow,
from Jesus' blood.
I don't know when this is gonna be released. To be honest with you, tomorrow will be going to church. I don't know when you're watching this, but we're going to the church. We got to be up at 6 a.m. We lose an hour of sleep tonight. The guys do. 6 a.m. Lose an hour of sleep. Set up the church because it's a church plant.
Does everyone lose powers?
Yeah, this is only for him.
And let me think here. Now I lost my train of thought.
Setting up for church.
We're setting up for church because the Abiding is a church plant. And so they rent this building. And so if you are a praying person, we would ask that you pray for Trenton and their leadership team and the church as a whole as they're prepping and preparing for what that looks like. And I think that I think the Lord's going to open that door. The church plants are so cool to me personally, just because like it is somebody or a group of people that's willing to go to an unreached area and simply plant their families there, plant a church there, and just begin a mission work with a group of people that they have never met before. So, Carson, your testimony to that, you came out here last year. He came on his first mission trip, and it's something he was like, "Nah, this ain't really me," and he left. We didn't really leave. I guess we committed there.
Yeah.
Like while we were there, but like run us through like your mindset with that, because I knew when we were at the church, I think we were praying and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
they were talking about ginseng, and I was like, bro, you should consider that, and you're like, actually, I kind of am.
Yeah.
So run me through it. Or run.
So, 1 week last spring break was my first mission trip here in LA with BCM. And mainly it was just like a humbling experience, like eye opening, getting out of Conway, South Carolina. Small town. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of fell in love with it. And I never even like really knew why I went. I just remember sitting there at BCM one night and he was like, "We're going to LA this spring break." And I was like, "Sure, okay." And then fast forward through the week, I started talking to Trenton and Corey, which is the Ginseng director. My bad.
It's usually me, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
But started talking to him, just felt like a calling on my heart. And then I technically decided it was at one of these houses. Was it this house? What house were we staying?
The one right over here.
Right over here. It was in that house. We were all in the living room and Trent was there. I forgot what I was
We
there.
recapped the evangelism day, right?
Yeah, we recapped.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Trent was there. And Noah Spear from BCM, he had already committed with David. And so Trent looked at me, he was like, "Bro, are you coming or not?" And I was like, I don't know yet. And he said, "All right, if you come, I'll pay for your trip." So I was like, well. Guess I'll go now. It's free trip. So I came back during the summer for 6 weeks, and that was probably one of the best summers I've ever had.
Yeah.
And now I'm back here again, and then I'm going to London this summer.
Let's go.
That's amazing, dude.
I'm so proud of you.
Also, the Niece's Nugs
Yes.
socks are just
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
Yes.
Nieces nugs, nieces nugs.
Yeah, Niece's Nugs
Wait, no.
socks are
You
just
can't be
beautiful.
They can't be seen on this podcast.
We had him on the podcast. It's all good.
Sorry, David.
We're a partner.
Okay.
Any final thoughts from anybody as far as because we'll just unload some questions tomorrow. So get ready for a theological dive. You ready for it,
Yes. Theological dive.
I would love a theological dive.
Theological.
But let's have just a random.
I would love to talk about the Bible
Free-for-all.
and God, but I'm
Sarah? Okay, the free for all. A
Just
free for all
ask-
is
like ask anything, no limits.
oh like okay
Except
like
price.
okay. Sorry guys, I'm not gonna ask you anything.
Absolutely
Christian
not.
related.
That's
Free
not
for all.
what I meant.
Ask
You said
anything
a
I want to,
theological
I'm not
dive.
asking. No, we get to ask the questions, and I'm asking specific people.
and I'll bud
I
out.
better get a
No.
question.
No, that's not how it works. This is my podcast.
Oh.
No.
You're just blessed to be
This
a
is the
co-host.
Lord's podcast.
Co-host.
Let's close by everyone sharing their favorite memory so far.
What
One.
question?
That's tomorrow.
Does it have to be spiritual?
Oh.
Because I feel like we're all gonna have a lot, so can we just share a memory from the
Isn't
trip?
everything like to glorify God?
No, it doesn't have to be spiritual. Just so
So I'll start us off.
Of course.
We flew into Las Vegas and we had a 5-hour layover there. This was in the middle of the night. And so we all slept on the floor of the airport.
Yep.
And that was my memory.
that was my
I
So-
don't recall much from it.
And
Can
we
I-
woke up at 3:30 a.m. to
4:30.
the people. 4:30 a.m. to the people switching out the money of the slot machine.
May I have your attention, please?
Oh,
May
please
I
don't
have
say
your
it anymore.
attention, please.
Please don't say it anymore.
That was 30. That was 30 minutes.
That went on forever.
My eyes.
And the
were-
flashing
Next
lights.
to a
flashing
very
lights.
person.
The entire time.
But don't worry, it
Oh,
was just a
I had to
test.
sit
It
by
wasn't
it.
a-
Yeah.
It was just a test.
May I have your attention, please?
They work.
I had to sit by.
If you're in the Las
Democrat.
Vegas airport, I just want to let you know that your lights work.
All right, so Ian kicked it off. Who's next?
That was the worst airport I've ever been to.
I agree. Las Vegas
I do
was
agree.
My favorite,
horrible.
my favorite memory was
Louder.
my favorite memory so far has been coming home yesterday at like 5:30, falling asleep at 6 p.m. and then waking up at 6 a.m. today.
That's your favorite memory.
Is going to sleep for
So
12
far
hours.
we have two people that have loved to sleep on the mission trip.
Here's the other one.
I'm talking about sleeping at the airport.
I already forgot.
But you see, guys, those are the moments that
Oh,
when you think about a mission trip later down the
Well,
road,
guys.
you're gonna remember about what God did, all the incredible things, but you're gonna remember like, hey, remember that time we flew the red eye and we slept on the floor of the airport in Las Vegas?
I hate to break it to
My
you guys, we're
face
flying
on
red
the
eye back
Vegas
too.
airport
Bro.
floor.
Bro.
We're leaving at 9 p.m. and not getting in until 8 a.m.
Pray for us, please.
What?
Thomas, favorite
Sorry,
memory so
I didn't-
far?
Definitely the conversation I had with the lady actually.
I thought he was gonna say In and
I'm
Out.
not
We
really
had.
Arby's.
Let the man talk.
Because like, I was talking to her and I saw myself with her. She talked about her walk with Christ. Like she talked about struggling with profanity and anger. That's, if you know me, that's something I struggle with a lot. I have trouble controlling my tongue and my anger sometimes. But I mean, like she was just such a wonderful lady to talk to. I don't know if she texted you yet, PJ, but I told her, you know, like hit up PJ, go to Abide. She was awesome.
Sweet.
Love that.
Kind of going off of that,
Hey.
me and Hope had a conversation. Yes.
What?
I just wanted to ask Thomas who his favorite NFL team was.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
The.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Thank you, Ashley.
Me and Hope got to have a conversation with the guy when we were overlooking the city, and he was trying to raise money for his tuition to take pictures for people because he's in film school. And so when he approached us, we just kind of talked to him about a story and asked him much stuff about himself, and took our picture, prayed with him about the rest of his school, and then he stopped after and said, "That was really beautiful. Like, you took the time to know me and my story, and most people don't do that. And it just puts this place into perspective. Like, there's so many. Like, he saw the city the way that I did, and that just impacted me a lot because he lives here. And I don't know, it was just a really cool moment, and definitely my favorite.
Hope if you say the same thing. Probably running and
running to Canes.
She-
at night.
Hey,
running
I
to
didn't say it
Canes.
this time.
that girl can run. I'll just say it.
Facts.
She's a runner, she's a track star. Soccer star.
I was thinking about the same story, so I'll just say something else.
Good.
Be creative. I think like yesterday, I had a lot of fun in the van, and like everyone
Taking it all in.
everyone was
Helps
like,
you.
everyone was like, Hope, like, we're probably scaring you, like, what's going on, I'm sorry, like, we need to stop, and I was like, no, I'm having so much fun, like, I can't wait for the rest of the
She's like, I'm with you.
Yeah, it's just been exciting.
We learned that tonight when you were like, "Hey, Colton," and then she proceeded to fall on the floor in a
I
van.
was on the edge of my seat.
I'm on the edge. All right, before we start breaking down the song, who's next? KT.
Well, you just showed up.
Yeah, you missed the
Bro,
whole day, buddy.
would y'all give him a break?
He was on a cruise.
So I was on a cruise with my family, having family time, and Colton
I
and
can
everyone
see,
else
the peeling in
is
your
just
ear.
not enjoying the fact that I wanted to do that. But I'm still here, and I only missed one day.
Swell.
So do you want me to give my answer for since landing or the whole entire process from the cruise to here?
Yes.
Your favorite
I
part
have
of
two
LA?
separate. Of LA specifically?
Yeah, go over that.
Yeah.
Probably Thomas.
What? What?
Dude, you're so funny.
LA's rubbing off on it.
LA's rubbing off.
Okay, Bruce.
That was good.
That was it.
So LA, that's
Can I get the other answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Go, man.
on the way here, I had two great conversations. I had one with a Reformed Jew who didn't want to hear the gospel. I tried to, and just hearing his story and just having that conversation with him, I think, is getting me out of my comfort zone because I have a hard time, telling them the gospel. I would rather spend 10 hours making a video to explain it instead of explaining it myself.
By the way,
7 minutes.
follow Carson Todd on YouTube.
Gospel in 7 minutes. Yes.
And it's actually,
Amen.
if you really do want to know how to share the gospel, Carson Todd, subscribe, YouTube. Continue.
And then I had another conversation with a dude. He is a Christian, but he was telling me like some sin struggles in his life on the plane ride over here. And let me check my phone because I think he might be coming. He's
What?
not texting me.
He's coming
but,
here.
He's coming here?
to Abiding Church tomorrow. Yeah. Well,
Oh, I was like,
as of right now,
He
he's
is
not,
actually our
but
guest
I
star.
did extend the invitation to him.
word. That's awesome. What was your favorite part about Thomas, though? You just said Thomas, and then you
Dude,
just.
he's so funny. I don't know. Like, there's just certain moments in the car where, like, y'all, like, say something, and then he just says something.
He's the guy in the background.
Yeah, and, like,
He's the narrator.
and, like, nobody, like, hears him except for me, and I'm like, that was hilarious. I just appreciate it.
I appreciate you, kid. Jenna's a lucky woman.
She is.
I'm a lucky.
Yeah! Good answer.
And humble.
And humble. All right,
Shut up, kid.
I definitely cracked.
Bryce, I'm giving you 1 minute to give me your answer.
That doesn't mean
Starting.
you have
Wait.
to take it all up.
Starting.
Make sure to shout out Pookie.
Now.
Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, we get to the airport in Myrtle Beach.
Oh boy.
I'm with all these lovely
Bryce is late.
people.
You're late, number one.
Yes, I was. I was 6 minutes late. Don't be like Bryce. Be like Jesus.
Let's put our-
She said 6 minutes. She said 8 minutes.
All right, Sarah.
Time
We gotta put that on a shirt.
Anywho.
Bryce, be like,
Clock is ticking.
I get to the airport with all these lovely people, and I realize I'm going on a mission trip with all these lovely people. So we get here, and I already knew Ashley. She's a lovely person. I met Hope, who is also a lovely person. KT came later.
He's okay.
He's a lovely
I'm
man.
confused.
He's a lovely
Are you
man.
recapping the trip?
Well, I'm saying with LA.
What was your favorite
Let
moment?
me finish my story.
You're down to 10 seconds.
I'm saying with LA, my favorite part is serving with all these wonderful people who show me what honoring God looks like and helps push me to pursue Christ closer.
There it is.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Okay,
Shout out
so
Bryce's mom.
Maddie.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Charlene.
Wow.
Wow.
Maddie.
That's disgusting.
That's crazy.
Maddie,
Did you catch
What?
that?
What?
I heard him.
You didn't even catch it.
What did I say?
Maddie,
What?
what was your favorite part
I
of
already
it?
said my favorite part.
She said she
Oh.
slept
Why are
in.
you yelling
If
at
you would
me?
listen, you would know.
You don't listen to us,
Sarah?
Pastor PJ.
Wait, the Caleb?
Oh, Eden. No. Yeah. No.
Caleb.
Caleb.
Caleb already went
My
through
favorite
your
part
name.
would never
Yeah.
Well, after hearing all these other stories,
Trail's still going.
I think my favorite part was about 30 minutes ago. We went to the Guy Central Market and I had a donut.
That was one of the best donuts you.
No, it was about the best. It was top 5.
I like that.
Oh, I actually have something.
The donut was good. No.
Wait, wait, though.
Nope. Sorry. Sarah.
Food?
The food. What was your favorite food so far, though?
The Mexican.
Yeah, I'd have to
Oh,
agree.
that was.
That was pretty good. Those quesadillas were smack.
Every
Of course,
meal I've
Maddie
had
didn't
at
think
all-
so.
Always trust Carson Hooks at
With
food
the food?
restaurants. He's 4 for 4.
4 for 4. What were the other
The
3?
Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's 4 for 4. Put you on that one too.
What?
It was Mexican, pizza,
Canes.
Canes,
In and out.
In and Out. Thanks, Ash.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Dub
There it
City.
is.
I guess so.
Colton.
I think just being with everyone. We talked about before. I've never had like this growing up. Never.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, PJ, nothing has to be emotional.
Maybe I'll time you to a minute.
You're
Yeah.
you both are very emotional then.
No, we're not.
It's just-
Bill Hilly Boys.
Also,
I
the
grew up
time
in-
back at home is 1:14 a.m.
Wow, thank you.
Colton, go.
Go ahead,
Okay,
go.
Carson.
Colton, go.
That was it.
Hang around, everybody.
I never had that growing up.
All right. Probably been at the Griffith Observatory and just looking back.
Holding Hurricanes cards up.
Yes, that. No, like I don't know. I just missed LA from the summer, so I was like, I'm finally back.
Word up.
Let's go.
Word
up.
Peach.
PJ?
Raising Canes.
So good.
Box combo, double toast, no slaw. If you get slaw, you're probably like living in sin. It's just my
Hot
humble.
take for a pastor.
Oh, it's going to be hot.
This guy's coming from the guy that says the roast beef sandwich
Harvey's
is,
beef and cheddar.
is the best.
I feel like we should break out in song.
It's good. Give it a shot. Have you ever had Arby's beef and cheddar?
Yeah. Have you ever had ketchup on pizza?
Oh no!
Oh, he likes that too.
It's gas.
It's good.
Give it a shot. Change your life.
No, it won't.
Colton, final thoughts? Anything to add to this episode?
Today was the first time I shared my testimony all the way through and I didn't cry. Shout out to Ashley.
Ashley, did you cry?
I held him back because he wasn't crying.
All right. Hey, do you want to share with the podcast your testimony?
Not yet.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. That's it for this episode. What are we going to call this?
The Battle Belongs
recap
podcast.
of day 1 and 2 of LA mission trip.
Boring.
Oh.
Yeah. I agree with
I thought it was gonna be
Colton.
like-
Sarah, what do we name it?
I don't know.
Suitcase.
Yeah, can we call it suitcase? I love my suitcase!
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you next time. I'm not going to say
we're
next
going
week,
to
so.
school now.
Next time for the Battle Belongs podcast. The battle belongs to who?
God, dude.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
It was horrible.
Is it the Lord?
Yeah. The Lord was the answer, guys. So, all right, see you later, guys.
Bye bye.